Hey, what's up, everyone? Finally, life's been a little crazy lately, with work and the wedding coming up in about a week or so, haven't been able to record a lot, but did want to make a quick video just kind of highlighting, some of my best pickups from 2022, the whole past year or so, I thought that would be fun, kind of flip through, appreciate some of the cards I haven't looked at in a little while, and be good to look back on, later down the line and see, how I improved my collection year by year. And this will be the first time I'm doing this, so should be some fun. Gonna make it kind of as short as possible. Gonna start with some of the oversized cards. First I picked up is this Shoeless Joe Jackson B18 blanket from 1914. That was one of those deals that I didn't really plan on when I woke up that day. Buddy on Twitter was trying to move it, made a nice deal with cash and trade, so I think we both made out pretty well with that one. Next up is actually the same set, which is a Ty Cobb. This is the first Cobb I've ever owned, which is another one of those things, when the year started, was really never part of my plan. But I'm kind of sporadic with the way I collect, and I don't really have much of a plan or a method, just what I like, I buy, so. Next up, which is my big pickup from the National, got this from my buddy John Ogg over on Twitter. It's the 1950 Jackie Robinson, just in a 1, but pretty good deal on it, and one of those iconic cards that I've wanted. I remember having the reprint card, I think from his '89 Bowman, or one of those as a little kid, and never always wanted to own it, never really thought I would, but that was nice to own. Next up, we got a N8 or 284, the gold coin, catcher silver flint, which is from my buddy Adam over on Twitter, another buddy on Twitter. Next up is an old Judge, one of those old iconic pre-1900 sets. This is actually the same player as the last card, silver flint, another catcher. I collect vintage catcher cards, so and I love the 1800 cards, so when I can get two birds with one stone, that's a bonus. This is a 1915 Cracker Jack. It's the first Cracker Jack and the only Cracker Jack I've ever owned. Another catcher card. Color on this one's great. Somehow I got a 2. But couldn't pass that one down at the price I had it. Next up is the 1924 Willard Chocolate. Eddie Collins. Another beautiful card. Great set all around. A little unique. I had another Eddie Collins, a strip card. Forget the set, but didn't really love that one. Wanted to eventually upgrade and ended up with that. So, as a Phillies fan, this was a must-have also when I came across this on eBay. This is the autographed Richie Ashburn 1950 Bowman. There's a beautiful signature on that too. I actually was surprised at how cheap this was for, considering the set it was. Here's another iconic card I added this year. Didn't necessarily plan on this either, but anytime you have a chance to grab a Sandy rookie, you're smart to jump on that. You can see the back. Next up, a little PC I started this past year of Roger Hornsby with his W572 strip card. Another great card. It's a blank back. Really bought a good amount of Hornsby this year, so I'm looking to start making him a main part of my PC. Another player I really started PCing this year. This is a card I wanted for years now. Probably my all-time favorite set. Made that known in the past, but the 33 DeLong, Jimmy Fox. Just really can't beat this set. I think it's the best looking set of the 30s. Although it has some competition. This is probably my second favorite set with this one. It's the 1935 Diamond Stars, Mel Ott. Another one of my all-time favorite cards. I think this is a really nice 3. Got a pretty good deal, as you can see. Went through that stupid eBay authentication, but it is what it is. Really slept on pre-war set here with the Honest Long Cut Tobacco 1912. This is Chief Bender. Really nice backs on these. Beautiful artwork. The Ty Cobb, if you've never seen the Ty Cobb from this set, definitely check that out. It's a special card. Now, this is a pretty scarce one. I came across this on eBay. This is the 1932 W574 set. This is Lefty Grove. I think there's only 15 total graded between SGC and PSA. Blank backs. You don't really see many strip card sets from the 1930s also, which I thought, makes this a little more interesting. Next up, I got it's a 1910 E93 Ed Walsh. Big Ed Walsh, I believe, is the last 40-game winner. Got this from Breakout Cards. A lot of you guys probably know him from eBay, or YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. A lot of vintage card content, stuff of that nature. Another E90 here with a 1909 E91 of Addie Joss. Another Hall of Famer. Beautiful card. That was from my buddy Jay Alonda over on Twitter, eBay, Instagram. Check him out. This is probably one of my, up there at the top, my favorite from this year. This is the 1923 Maple Crispet, Walter Johnson. It's only got a 1. It does have a crease across the center of his face, kind of hard to tell, but another pretty scarce card, scarce set. Not readily available at all times. This is also from Jay on Twitter, Jay Alonda. This is the, what set was this again? I'm sorry. The National Game 1913 Honus Wagner playing card set. Beautiful backs. Didn't really play it. I mean, this is probably, a little bit of an oddball, but anything Honus Wagner I can get my hands on at a good price. Not something I'm really going to pass up most of the time. So, believe it or not, this is also from Jay. Made a lot of deals with him. If you don't know, haven't done deals with him in the past, definitely check him out. This is the T205 Christy Mathewson. No, not a bad looking one. Could be a lot worse. One of those iconic historic sets. It's pretty much that sequel to the legendary T206 set. Next up is a T201 Mecha double folder of another Christy Mathewson. This is one of those sets that was way before its time. Didn't really see anything like it again until 1955 with the double header cards, which brings me to, speaking of that set, got this Jackie Robinson this year from my buddy Dan. Made a deal with him early in the year, I believe. It's just a beautiful card. You would fold that flap down, and the legs from the front would look like they were the legs to the player from the back. Which, like I said, they were way before their time in 1912, 1911, and I feel like that 1955 was like a nice homage to that. Next up is the 1968 Dexter Press, Hank Aaron, one of my all-time favorite Hank Aaron cards. Just a beautiful shot, that Braves uniform. Nice back, full of stats and accomplishments. This is from my buddy Ben. That's just Cosmic Cards on Twitter. One of the best guys you'll meet out there in the hobby. Next up is this 1921 exhibit, Roger Hornsby, which I said I was trying to work up a small PC of his this year, which I was pretty happy with where it's at now. I think this is definitely one of his best cards that you'll find. Blank back on this. But that image is beautiful. Holding the bat. One of the best hitters of all time. I feel like he kind of gets forgotten when talked about. When you're mentioning best hitters, you always hear Ted Williams and Stan Musial, but Hornsby's right up there with them. Next up, you got, now this is another one. I actually picked this up probably about 3 weeks ago or so. Really wanted to go out with a bang for, 2022, and Lou Gehrig's a player that I've been wanting for years, obviously. Everyone wants one. I never thought, anytime soon, but that I would have one. So I sold, I made some deals, sold a couple cards, and was able to pick up this W517 card of Lou Gehrig. Probably the most affordable card of his I found. But, for a one, really not that bad. It's got that awesome smile. Great card. And probably could be the only Gehrig I ever owned. And lastly, I wanted to end with a more special card. My favorite card in my collection by far. I don't think anything even touches it at this point, but A bunch of my good buddies over on Twitter, about 75 people or so, got together, chipped in, got me a wedding gift, and I was pretty much speechless when I opened it. Never what I would have expected, but this is a card I've always dreamed about. Player I always wanted a T206 of, which is it's a T206 Ty Cobb, the bat on shoulder card. Just beautiful, most amazing gesture that I've ever had done for me, or honestly that I've seen anywhere in the hobby. So you guys know who you are. Everyone out there that helped with that, chipped in with that. Really am grateful, and I'm looking forward to 2023 and seeing where my collection ends up. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video.